Hello guys and girls, and you join me today on a brand new lake for me, one of the club waters, one of the only ones that's open after spawning. I did debate whether to even come, just prefer to give the fish a rest. However, I've got quite a few social events coming up soon, so I think fishing's going to be a little bit tricky for me, albeit I'm buzzed about them. But look behind me, look at that setting. Absolutely just incredible little setting this. Let me switch you around. Southwesterly's hacking up here, which is good, and I've seen a lot of carp. Let me walk you around. All up in this bay here, and you might be thinking, well, why didn't you fish it then? I think once you start making a bit of disturbance, personally, them fish are gonna kite around the back of the island and probably piss off, hinder my chances. I want to wait for them fish to float down, and I've seen a few fish floating around the island, so that's what I've decided to do, try and get them. I mean, look at that. Try and get them as perhaps they move past the island, so yeah, it'll be interesting. True to form. True to form. True to form, I forgot a couple of things, so I've just sat in some forms or something. Ouch. Anyway, yeah, true to form, I forgot a couple of things. My big tackle box, I think I got it out when moving some stuff around the other day. And so, my bait and needle and everything, and I forgot any form of coat or jumper. Luckily, it's like 20 degrees, although we are meant to have some rain, so this could be very interesting. So what have I done if I've even forgot a bait and needle? Amateur, can't believe it. I've actually got Robin Red pellets, and I've gone on the flipper rig, because once I watched some Terry Hearn videos and discovered this rig, I was like, amazing, like it looks incredible. So luckily I got some 15mm Robin Red pellets, which in the past have not done me wrong at all. The only problem is I'm going to have to make sure I cast again before bed if I don't get a bite, because by morning they will just be dissolved. So leakage, there's crays in here, there's bream, there's tench, so a few nuisance species. You know, I'm an all-rounder, so I don't class them as nuisance species, but for the carp rods they are. So hopefully not going sweet and not going fish mealy, and fishing what probably should be slightly shallower water. I know it's a bit like a moonscape out there. I've walked around this once and didn't decide to fish it. I went back to my usual water, and that was all like this all over the place. I just see a ghost just flash. Probably mid water, probably en route to my left rod. So that'd be good, a bite this quick, live on camera. But the great thing about Robin Red pellets, like I say, they do dissolve, which is good and bad. One, you've got attraction, and two, you've just got to be mindful of how long you leave them. In this warmer weather, about 6 hours is about all you'll get. But all I've done is done little stringers, so 3 around each rod. Not going to go heavy with bait. They're just not long spawned. They were milling around. They weren't. I've seen a few shows. Oh, there's. I just thought I'd show you that. So I don't think there's. That was a show up there. I don't think there's a head of massive fish in here. Did you hear that? I think we'll probably be looking mid-teens to mid-20s if we do get some. I'm quite confident that wind's pushing in here, and there's two people on here. Obviously just finished spawning. They might still be a little moody, but with this low pressure system, which is the first time for about 2 weeks, isn't it, that we're having something like this. I don't know. I just could not resist going. Unfortunately, I can't get on my usual lakes, but it is what it is. It's something new. Hopefully, there's a few 30s in here, I think, but a mid-20, I'll be happy. You know, we couldn't be kept up all night with small ones. So if I could show you a few fish and you just like seeing fish, it'll be something. But I don't know if Robin Reds work here. I am limited to them. I've got some krill and sauce with me. Yeah, let's see. But anyway, probably got about 45 minutes of light left. Let's get the bivvy set up. Been bitten already. That's bleeding. There it is. Ooh, bitten. Don't cry, you bivvy. And I've got no jacket, so I think the mozzie net is going to have to go up pretty quick. But anyway, look at this view once again. Look at that. What an incredible place. Anyway, get the bivvy up. Hopefully a dusk bite. Fingers crossed. So nightfall quickly fell upon me, and I was really confident with this strong southwesterly pushing in that surely something should happen. Well, stuff was already happening. My right rod seemed to be going on a merry dance with what I believe crayfish or small fish pulling my pellets around, and I checked the bait before going to sleep and both of them were wiped off. So you can imagine I'm kicking myself. How could I forget my plastic baits? How could I forget my baiting needle? But you got to laugh about these things. So you got to chalk these things up to lessons, haven't you? So by now I'm thinking, right, yeah, hopefully it should happen. So around 12:30, I think, right, it's time to pull down the bivvy. It had started to rain, get tucked up in the bed chair, and this happened. Well, guys, what a way to start a new venue with a common at 27.1. She looks spawned out to me, so she probably does get a bit bigger at the right time of year, but who's grumbling at that, hey? Not a bad way to start a new venue. What a fight as well. Unbelievable fight. I was convinced it was a ghost. The way it was back and forth dogged. But look at that tail. Not really surprised how well it did fight. And getting lovely and wet in the meantime as well, because this Wally forgot his coat, but oh well, part and parcel. Yeah, cracking bit of common, that one. Let me quickly show you the other side. Yeah, not grumbling at that one for first fish out of a new venue. New southwesterly wind. Yeah, if it's raining and you're someone who don't go because it's raining, yeah, missing a trick, my friend. Get out there. Let's get her back. Got many hours left of this session. See if there's any more to be had. Cheers, girl. And for the rest of the early morning, it was very quiet, and assessing the situation the next day, I decided to do this. Well, good to have one last night, but I'm going to cut this session short. As you can see, they're really not in the mood. I dare say it's a little bit low oxygen after all the high pressure and stuff that we've had. So I'm going to call it a day. There's just no point, and at the end of the day, fish safety, in my opinion, is paramount. And yeah, I just don't think it's right. So yeah, anyway, thanks for stopping in, guys. More coming up soon, I'm sure. And for now, tight lines on your next session.